Y'all out here spending $400-500 buying accounts. Are you kidding me right now? Let me find out. Y'all been gaslighting me this whole time. Y'all out here selling my rank matches, knowing good and damn well you don't belong in the rank that you in. I'm about to crash out, man. I'm about to have a whole entire crash out. YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Father Dark. We need to have a discussion. We got to talk about some things, and that's what I'm here for. I know a lot of you wonder. You go, why are you playing this game if you every day you make a video, you're crashing out left and right? Well, one, because you watch them. Two, because I love the game. I'm addicted. I have a serious problem. I can't stop playing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every day I wake up and I go, you know what? I spend some time with my family, clean my home up, play with my dog, and then I'm jumping on Marvel Rivals. And every day, you all give me a new reason to crash out. So this is where we are. So let's talk about it. So what was it about? Probably 2 weeks ago, I had somebody in my Discord who sent me a couple of links, and they were saying that maybe I wasn't crazy for thinking that a lot of the people that I see in my ranks are not actually supposed to be in my ranks. And there's a few different reasons, but one of the main reasons is that they said while they were watching a YouTube video, they kept getting ads, which I can't even lie. Not having YouTube Premium in 2025 is crazy. I don't even know how many ads they got. I try to be nice and take most of the ads out of my videos, because like when I check it when I'm uploading a video, YouTube be trying to hit y'all with like an ad every 2 to 3 minutes. You couldn't. No, ain't no way. It's two things I have to pay for: Spotify, YouTube Premium. I'm sorry, ain't no way. Anyway, long story short, they sent me these links, and they were saying that these sites kept coming up while they're watching the video, like literally while they're watching some YouTuber. Now, the thing is that this YouTube, whoever this YouTuber was, they don't have any control over what commercials, unless it's like a direct promotion for something in a game. YouTubers don't have any control over that. So this is just something that this company is paying YouTube for ads, and YouTube is just putting them out to people that obviously they apply to. And if you have a site that's promoting, boosting Marvel Rivals accounts, clearly you're going to put them out during Marvel Rivals videos, right? They might be putting them out during my videos. I don't know. Point of the matter is, they sent me these links, and I didn't look at them right away because I was really busy with some other stuff. But last night, I decided to go through and scroll and see what these sites were talking about, right? So I'm not going to name any of these sites. And before I even get into that, a lot of these sites are selling skins, like not even skins that you have to pay for. One of the things they're selling is the Ivory Breeze unlock for Storm. That's a free skin that you get from just playing the game. And it says they're charging $119 to unlock that skin. Am I missing something here? Why would you pay $119 for a free skin in a game you just have to play to get? And if your logic is, well, I don't have time to play, when are you going to have time to wear the skin? I don't even understand, but you know what that reminds me of? Talking about skins and all that noise, instead of paying for skins that you can get for free, the only skins you should be paying for are the skins that are actually in the store of the game. But if you want to get those for a cheaper rate, let me go ahead and introduce my sponsor. I want to say thanks to U4GM sponsorship. They are a pro web provide Marvel Rivals bundles with cheap prices and fast delivery. They have more than 11K good comments. This website is really worth a try. Make sure to use my discount code DARK for an extra 6% off. I know a lot of people, they're like, yo, they're probably going to steal my account or do some crazy nonsense. I got multiple videos from just a couple days ago where I actually had people that I was interviewing from the Discord and stuff like that. I think it was the talking to the women of Marvel Rivals and gaming and whatnot, where I had people literally just come out and say like, yo, I tried out your sponsor and I got like bundles for half price and stuff. So you don't got to worry about any of that nonsense. Like I said, there's people, you can join the Discord, you can talk to them. This site has their own Discord that you can join. A lot of people have really fallen in love with them, and whatever it is they're doing, it's working. So yeah, definitely would recommend them instead of any of these weird sites where they're making you pay for skins that you can literally get in the game for free. Anyway, back to the point that I was saying. Okay, so like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say names of the sites and stuff, because you're not gonna sit here and get mad at me for calling y'all out and try to get my channel taken down. I'm not even dealing with that nonsense. But I'm pretty sure there's no legal ramifications for me just reading off some of the services that these sites have. And if you guys are sitting here, well, how are we supposed to know, brother? Google is free. Utilize it. Okay, type in Marvel Rivals accounts or whatever it is into Google, whatever I'm saying to you right now, type it in. More than likely, Google will be able to help you. You got Chat GPT, all this stuff. Make it happen. All right. So anyway, first we got Marvel rank boosting, right? They're charging $17 for that. Accounts for sale, they got $14 for that. Hero proficiency boost, 17. Challenge boosting, 13. Once again, this Ivory Breeze Storm unlock, $119. And that's actually cut down from $240. Who is paying $250? I just bought a new monitor that costs less than that. I mean, after tax, it was around the same thing. Shout out to Amazon for that. But yeah, I just bought a new curved 240 hertz monitor. Who's paying that much money for a skin in a game? What is this? What are we doing? Anyway, moving on. We got achievements boost, unlock all achievements. Why you would even pay for that? I don't even. This looks like Steam achievements. It doesn't even look like it's like the actual in-game. Maybe it's the same thing. I'm just seeing them from Steam because of the icons. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the next site, right? All right. So this site, they have one above all ranked accounts, right? And they got this in euro. I don't feel like pulling up the calculator to see what the difference is between the American dollar and a euro, but I'm pretty sure they're not too far off, right? They're both pretty popular. So yeah, they're charging $469 price. It comes with a 7-day warranty. I don't even know what that entails. And then we got the price per account for a lifetime warranty, 704 euros. Now, if I was listening to this video, I'd be thinking to myself, who the hell's paying that much money? Ain't nobody paying that much money. These sites are bogus. They're not real. Brother, these sites cost money, okay? And one thing that I will give them credit for and say is the sites are nice. Somebody's putting time and effort and energy into this. And if they're charging that much money, if they even did all this to begin with, there's a demand for it, okay? And they're just supplying that demand, which makes me think, y'all are really out here paying money for accounts. Like there's a person that woke up one morning and said, you know what? I could just settle for the rank that I actually should be at. But I think what I'll do is I'll spend money and buy a ranked account. And not just like a few bucks, like $10 or $12. I'm going to spend hundreds of dollars to get a ranked account. I remember when I was first reading through the site, I didn't read all the stuff that first site that I said offers. They have it by like tabs. That was just like the hot deals tab. If you scroll over, they have a whole section where they literally will you can pay them money to unlock your daily challenges for you. Brother, if you're paying people to unlock your daily challenges, which most of the time I get done in like 2, maybe at the most 3 quick matches, or just playing in general, you don't even have to play quick match. You can literally play versus AI to get it done. Okay, if you're paying money for that, you need to talk to somebody and just seek some type of help. Okay, seriously. And moving slightly on from that, there's a bigger problem with Marvel Rivals and it's not just Marvel Rivals. It's any type of competitive game, because I'll be honest with you, this isn't the first time that I've seen this. The first time I went to a website where I've actually looked at this stuff and seen the prices for it. Do I know of it existing in previous games and stuff? Yeah, Call of Duty, big example. People used to sit here and they would pay for high ranked accounts. I haven't played COD for so long, I've forgotten what they even call their ranks. I just remember I would usually get up to Crimson, which would be like the equivalent of like Eternity in this or something, right? Or Celestial. I don't even know like the higher ranks in this. Most I've peaked at is like Diamond at some point in time, just keeping it real. And honestly, on my console account, probably could have got higher than that. I just only played it for 3 days because I can't stand playing on console, and then I stopped. But the point that I'm making is that I have seen people pay for accounts in the past, and I'm pretty sure that if it happens in one game, it happens in a lot of others. You probably got a lot of other games where people are out here paying for accounts for rank. And what the point of that is, I don't understand. But I don't need to understand something for it to exist and to be a thing, right? But the reason why I brought it up is because boosting. And boosting comes in different forms. Of course, you have people that, we're reading this site right now, people are paying hard-earned cash to be boosted up to a rank they don't deserve to be in, right? So let's just say you boost this person up to this rank, right? They get up to this rank. You buy one above all account. And then one day you decide, you say, you know what? I'm going to go in here. I'm going to play on this one above all account. You know how often I hear from people that say, oh, well, I thought when I got to this rank it would get better. People would actually know how to play. They would actually understand something, because that's how ranked is supposed to work. You start out at the bottom. Of course, people at the bottom, they're at the bottom because they don't really understand the game that well. So you expect them not to be good. But if you don't belong at the bottom, you should be so good that you should be able to carry regardless of the role. Just like when I did my console ranked run, I literally got MVP like 20 games in a row as Cloak and Dagger. And any other healer that I decided to just play. I wasn't even taking it seriously. I was just playing whoever I felt like playing. Honestly. And I was still able to do it. No issue. Didn't start even having games where I had to even, I don't know, like pay attention. I had like a show playing on my second monitor while I was doing this. I think I was rewatching Ozark or something. That's how not serious I was taking this, and I was able to breeze through it. It wasn't until I got up to like platinum that I had to actually somewhat kind of pay attention. Diamond felt like the equivalent of silver, but that's a whole different topic for a whole different day, right? The point is that when people get boosted or they get carried, whatever it is that you want to call it, they get up to a rank and they don't know, they didn't have to put the time and the work in to be there. They just got it to feel like, oh, okay, I got it now. And it's not like people that are paying for these things just pay for them just to have it like, to tell everybody, yeah, I reached this rank. No, eventually they're going to log into their account. They're going to get a little bold, and they're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump in a ranked match. And then what happens? You get absolutely slammed because you have no idea what you're doing. And then you de-rank. And when you do that, you drag a bunch of people who actually did put in the work and the time to make it to that rank. You bring them down. There's this thing where people naturally just kind of want to, whether it's your friends or it's because you want to look cool in front of other people, maybe you want to impress, somebody you're playing with, whatever the case is, where people will, they kind of want to like bring people in, be like this shepherd and go, you know what, I'm gonna carry you to this rank. And it sounds good in theory. It sounds really good in theory. Seems like, oh, well, they're just doing this nice thing. They're going to bring me up to this rank. And then once again, you know what happens? That person's not around. And then when they're not around, you start thinking, well, you know what? I want to load into some rank. I do pretty good when I play with that person because you're being boosted, sir. And then what happens is you get put in my lobbies. And then I tell people, I say, it's really weird. Seems like whenever I play ranked, my teammates have no idea what they're doing, but the enemy team is fully aware of what to do. If I play a flyer, somebody pulls out Punisher or Hela. Or even Wanda. If I'm on tank, somebody swaps to Squirrel Girl or someone else that just absolutely demolishes tanks. People focus me as a healer. The whole team will work together. If I try to flank and get in their back line, they all turn around collectively at the same time and demolish me. My team has absolutely no idea what is going on. It almost seems as if they don't belong in that rank. But then goofies want to sit back and say, oh, well, they're in the same elo as you, so they had to make it there the same way that you did. False. More than likely, they've paid for an account. They have a friend that has carried them to that rank. Or they just sit here and just play all day, every day, and do nothing but play this game 24/7 because they have no life outside of it. And it's flipping a coin. You just get lucky. Somebody else is having to put you on their coattails while they fly to victory. It reminds me of a buddy that I used to know. Wouldn't really call him a buddy. He was just more somebody who was a friend of a friend. And this is back in early Warzone days. He used to make really good money boosting people. That's what he would do. He would play with you. He was really good at the game. He would carry people to really high ranks, right? Because the way that rank works in Warzone, you don't have to actually, like, your teammates don't have to even be alive. And you don't have to win matches because it's battle royale. So it's like the closer you get to the victory, the more points you get, but you don't have to actually win. Plus they tag on how many eliminations you've gotten. So you can get like 6th place or 5th place with like a bunch of eliminations. And then you can just camp at the very end, like toward the end of the circle, let all the other teams fight it out and just try to get as close to number 1 as you can. Even if you don't, like I said, you're still going to get a crap ton of points. And your teammates would also get points as well. So they could like pretty much die in the very beginning of the match and stay dead. And they could just sit there and watch a show or something, whatever. get up, go make a sandwich, whatever, come back, and they're just sitting here spectating the whole time, going, "Oh man, no, that's really cool, man." And yeah, you get to a higher rank. But long story short, this guy, he one day there was some type of tournament or something like that. I think they were playing on console, and he was going through like this website. They had a tournament, but the people had to be like similar rank to you. And the thing is he didn't really play with a lot of other people who were like as good as him. He usually, like, I don't know, it was like he would seek out people that were less skilled, and obviously because there's money involved too, you do that a lot. So like I was saying, he goes and he gets a couple of people that he's boosted up, right? And they go to play in this tournament, and they end up getting absolutely demolished. And then, he's talking like when we're playing like regular match with like some other buddies of mine, he's crashing out. He's, oh man, these guys were terrible and blah, blah, blah. And they couldn't even do this. And I just needed them to blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, brother, you literally carried them. Why did you think that because you carried them that they would somehow like amass some skill from being carried? That doesn't teach you anything. It does not help you in any way, shape, or form. And that's pretty much like in a nutshell the situation that's going on. So many of these people, they come in the comment section and they say, "Oh man, yeah, if you're in this rank, you're just bad and you just deserve to be there. The game has nothing to do with it. Your teammates have nothing to do with it. It's all you." These same exact people, you go and check their stats, because 9 times out of 10, these people that are talking, they've uploaded 300 or 400 videos to, amass maybe 300 views in total. And somehow they think that because they've gotten carried to some rank, or because they constantly queue up with a full stack of buddies and stuff like that, where they probably usually have someone who's really skilled at the game who carries them, they somehow equate that to skill. And then when their buddies aren't on, they obviously don't say anything about this, but we know they get demolished. And what do? They get off and they go play something else. Or they make a bunch of alt accounts. And speaking of alt accounts, once again, gameplay, I said it in the last video, but gameplay of this video is me ranking up my alt account. I had to make one simply because I need to know if me thinking that and saying that, I'm pretty sure there's a reason why the majority of people that have alt accounts, their alt accounts are higher. I'm fairly certain that it's going to go the same exact way that it went when I loaded up onto my console and played, and I literally breezed through with like a 90% win rate and absolutely just demolished everyone that I was playing against. Meanwhile, on my main account, EOMM just has its way with me, right? But I need to be able to see first. So we're leveling up this account. I'm trying to make that the next video after this. But as you can see, the progression of just getting to level 15 for some reason is moving slower than, like, anybody see that movie Zootopia? Remember like the sloth and the DMV? How like they literally were there all day just waiting on this man to type a license plate in? That's like the progression of this account and how slow it's going. I've lost like one match out of, I don't know, like 20. Half of those are MVPs. So I don't know exactly what else I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how y'all like level these accounts up so quick. I have no idea. I don't know if the game just hates me because I call out all the issues within stuff and actually talk about it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea, but whatever. Neither here nor there. The point I'm making is that the buying accounts, the being boosted, all these different things are not helping the game whatsoever. And it's just irritating because there's so many people that are in denial about it. So many people that try to sit back and just rationalize. They think if you talk about stuff like this, that it's like, well, why don't you go play something else? Brother, first of all, I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to. And this is my channel. If I want to sit here and talk about how I don't enjoy cotton candy as much as most people do at carnivals, I'll do that. If I want to sit here and talk about what the clouds in the sky look like to me right now, that's what I'll do. I'll do whatever I want to. If you have an issue with that, you know what your option is? I don't know, to not watch the video. I mean, I just know some of you are like working at NASA. You have to be. You got to be building rocket ships with that level of IQ. You have to be. I mean, what are we talking about here? If you don't like the game, just don't play it. Brother, if you don't like the video, just don't watch it. Maybe just don't comment on it and feed it further into the algorithm. Maybe just don't do that. Did you ever think about that? Mr. NASA rocket ship building scientist? Told you I had to crash out a little bit, man. It builds up after a while, and this is therapeutic. It's therapeutic to let it out, right? A lot of you just do it in your room. I do it in videos. That's what I do. I enjoy it. Once I'm done, I'm like, man, sit back, my gaming chair, kick my feet up, play some more Marvel Rivals on my new monitor that I just bought. which is crispy as hell, by the way. What is this called? A Z Edge? Yeah, this thing's nice. You guys should check it out. But, you know, like I said, it's not helping the game. And me calling this stuff out, that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm a necessary evil. I have to call these things out. Because if I don't, who else is going to do it? Huh? I'm not going to call any names, other content creators, but we know what I'm talking about. Do you think I give a damn? I am married with kids. You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about getting my son into a baseball league this summer. Get my other son into a basketball team. Saving enough money to take my kids to Legoland so they will stop bothering me about it. But I'm not going to lie, I actually do want to go to Legoland. That's tough. But you know how much money you need for Legoland? You know how expensive Legos are? Last time any of you been in a section in the toy store and just looked at Legos? Like, my mortgage isn't as much as some of these Legos. I saw like an Optimus Prime Lego set the other day. I was disgusted with how much it cost. Literally, physically disgusted. But yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That's what's important to me. So I don't have time to be flown out to wherever the hell they're flying these people out to sit here and show you guys the new character that's coming out and play on the new maps and do nothing but glaze the developers. I'm not a glazer. That's not what I do. That's probably what your favorite does. They sit here and tell you whatever you want to hear. And you sit here and eat it up because it's, oh man, such and such. They said EOMM's not a real thing. Meanwhile, you're literally probably playing a game and getting absolutely demolished by EOMM. They sit here and tell you there's nothing wrong. Everything's perfect. So I have to exist to tell you all the truth. Now, is everything with this game bad? No. But at the same time, you're not going to sit in my face and tell me EOMM doesn't exist, that alt accounts don't make your life easier, that console is not 10 times easier than PC, rank lobbies. Brother, I've seen it with my own eyes. Shy of the alt account because I'm working on that right now. But we're going to see soon. And if I'm wrong, if I go in and go into rank with this alt and I don't do as well as I would normally, or it's just the same exact thing, I'm going to tell you. I'll be the first person to tell you. I have zero problem admitting when I'm wrong. Absolutely zero. You know why? Because I was raised by a real man who had absolutely zero problems admitting when he was wrong. And at no point in time did I look at my father and go, oh, he just admitted he's wrong. He's less of a man. No, it made me respect him because I knew I could trust him. I knew that whenever he was actually wrong about something, he would come to me and tell me, yo, Dark, you know what? That thing I did the other day, not cool. I apologize. Mind blown. Right? It's not that crazy. So if I'm wrong, like I said, I will make a video. You'll be the first one to know. But I don't think I am, though. But we'll see soon enough, though. They can only hold me back from ranking up to level 15 for so long. Right? But like I said, you're not going to sit in my face and tell me that blue is red and red is blue. You can sit here and shout it in the comment section until you are literally blue in the face. I don't care. I'm a grown man. You're not going to sit here and bully me into not thinking what I'm thinking. The hell? You can try it on somebody else, not me, though. And if you really get on my nerves, you know what? I got this cool little button. It's called mute. It's crazy how it works, right? It's like you'll keep commenting and I'll keep getting the interaction from it, but I don't ever have to see you. It's like you go into a void and you're just there. Like, just imagine you're just floating in the blackness of space, right? And you just yelling and screaming, EOMM's not real. I'm like, huh? Did y'all hear something? Oh, no, because it's like billions of miles away, right? Yeah, okay. I just want to say I appreciate anybody who's still listening to this right now, because this is a rare crash out. This is one of those it's like 11:47 at night right now, right? I'm at that weird period where I'm coming down from my Red Bull, you know, like the 20-ounce Red Bull. You know, I'm talking about the tall boys, right? You know, and I'm just kind of like in this kind of like in between state of like being amped up, but also being kind of chill at the same time, and just no filter, right? And I think what I need to do is start like a membership for these where like I give you guys like the full unfiltered crash out. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's a lot of stuff that I want to say, but I know a lot of you can't handle it though. A lot of you are scared of the truth. You run from it. You hide from it. But you know what Thanos said about that, right? You can do all that, but you know what? The truth is still there. Still exists. You can deny all these things that you want to deny all day long. Feelings can be hurt, but what is it going to change? Nothing. Not a damn thing. But you know what, though? I'm going to wrap it up because I need to get back to grinding this account out so I can move on with my life, because I absolutely cannot stand this. And the fact that I would even have to do this to begin with is just so silly to me, because in no other game that I've ever played before have I ever had to make an alt account, whether it was for science or legitimate reasons, whatever the reasons were. I ain't never had to do this before in my life. Never even had to have any of these conversations before. Because you know why? Most of the games that I played had this thing called skill-based matchmaking. And you know the cool thing about skill-based matchmaking is that it puts you with people of equal skill. That's what it does. If you're good at the game, you'll play with other people that are good at the game. If you're kind of okay at the game, you play with other people that are okay. And if you're terrible, you get put with other people that are terrible. And there's nothing wrong with being terrible. That's okay. But those people should be put together. No different than when my son goes to play Little League. He should be put with other children. Not a grown man that wants to flex on children. And that's how skill-based matchmaking should work. If you weigh 130 pounds and you want to go box, do you feel like it'd be fair to get put up against me? 6 foot tall, 205-pound man? I don't think that's very fair. It'd be easy for me, but it wouldn't be very fair. If I have a 2.5 KD in Call of Duty, what do I gain from just pub stomping people that have a 0.8 KD? I gain nothing from that. And you know, Marvel Rivals wants to sit here and give people this janky ass matchmaking that's like, oh, you know what, we're gonna give you 3 losses, but then we're gonna throw you these 2 pity wins to keep you playing. That's weird. It's a weird way of doing things. It's just very weird. Just put people together who belong together. Just simple as that. And people sit back and they say, "Oh well, when I play quick matches, I don't want to feel like I'm playing ranked." I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care. I don't really care. Skill-based matchmaking is better than EOMM. It's just as simple as that. But I'm going into a whole separate thing right now, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you sticking through the crash outs. I promise you that this next video is not going to be a crash out. I'm going to try as hard as I can to make this next video about the alt account and just showing you guys the differences between my main account and my alt account, and doing that in the calmest, chillest way that I possibly can. But like I said, sometimes I just got to get this stuff off my system, man, or out of my system, because it's irritating. The level of denial is just very irritating with this community. How they try to sit back and tell you that you're not seeing what you're seeing. But I'm going to stop talking about it because I could go on for the rest of the night about it. But once again, I appreciate you all. That's all I got for this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Father Dark out.